here is, let me just give you a shot. The upholstery is great in the front and back. You probably noticed in the back, the bench seat and the jump seat are in mint condition. Same thing up here. Let me just jump out real quick and show you my seat. No tears. It's not frayed anywhere. There's no. There's a little bit of, I guess, you know, greasy hair marks on there. But aside from that, it's in excellent condition. So I've got a map light here. You just twist and turn that. So you got that map light, and then it dims. So you can kind of select a range that you want. If you don't want it super bright, you can just go low or nothing. The air conditioner, let's do that. So hopefully you can hear that blasting. That feels wonderful right now. And then you got your speed control. It's on high. There's 2 medium settings and low. And then you got, you know, if you want cool or hot, you adjust that one just down a little bit. So then you got your normal AC, your vent, off, floor, your mix, and your defroster. I don't know if you can, I got my iris opened up all the way. There we go. Alright, there's that. Well, let's put it on AC. Well, I'll turn it off so you can hear me. Okay, so there's that. Oh yeah, the windshield wipers. I'm going to do the spray and then do the wipers. So there's the spray. You can probably see the spray. Kind of see up there. It's all wet. That. And then of course this, you know, you got really fast. You got a bunch of settings in the middle and really slow. The cruise control, you know, it's hard for me to show you that, but that works. Overdrive works. Everything works the way it's supposed to. You can see it's got 137,000 miles. You'd never know it though. I mean, the thing's in great condition. Drives great, handles great. Everything's tight. The suspension's tight. The steering's tight. The brakes are great. It feels like a brand new ambulance. It's not a junker, you know, that you see a lot of times with private ambulance companies. Oh yeah, there's also CD. So it's AM, FM, CD. And then here's this stuff. Oh, you know what? Here, I can show you the windows. It's got power windows, obviously. And there's that side. Here's this side. And then there's that. And then, oh, it's got power mirrors too, so let me show you that. So if you look in the mirror, I'll switch over there. You can see that moving around. And then, yeah, I hope I don't bore you guys when I do this stuff. It's just that a lot of my buyers are from, you know, out of state, and they don't have the luxury of seeing it in person. So, you know, I try to give them a super detailed look at every little thing we can look at. Oh yeah, let's do this stuff. So, so down here. So it's got module power, like, you know, sometimes they'll say module disconnect. That kills the juice to like the box in the back and everything else, you know, except for the Ford related stuff. So you need this to go on for your emergency lights to go on. That's what that switch is. Now everything outside is, all the lights are going, and we'll go outside and look at that in a minute. And then your dome lights. You got your dome lights. Your that's if you know, if you leave them on, if your partner, you know, leaves the dome lights on in the back, you can turn them off from up here. And then your floodlight, your left, rear, and your right. You can also kill the oxygen. You know, if it's alarming in the back, you can just turn it off from up here. And then your backup alarm, and then there's a spare switch for whatever you want to connect that to. Now there's the arrow stick controller, and then there's the siren controller. So let me just make sure we got that on. So you got your air horn, and then your PA. Let me turn the volume up. You can. It's got a volume control, so you can kind of, you know, adjust how loud it's going to be. You can probably hear that. And then so your siren. So you got your whale. your yelp, and it says T3. Sometimes they'll say phaser on there depending on who makes the siren. So there's that. And then on the traffic advisor, it's got a lot of options. So right now, if we go on high, we go there, it shows you that's what you'll see in the back. And then you can do like low, and it took me a while to figure this out. Low is kind of like a halogen type of effect. High is like a strobe effect going on back there. And then if you just want it to flash, you know, something like that, or if you want to direct traffic, so to the right, you know, you can do that. If you want to direct traffic to the left, you can make, you know, do over there. I kind of like the split feature for, well, if you want people to go around you, that's what you do, but it looks cool when everything else is lit up if that functions on. And we'll look at that outside in a second. And then there's a controller here. There's a spotlight on the roof of the cab, and it's got a motor so you can control it from there. See, I don't know how I can do this and show you at the same time, because I can put the camera. I'll put the camera on the roof. All right, so let me put the camera on the roof so you can see that, and then I'll control it from inside. Okay, well, I think you get the idea. I can't. It's hard for me to see what it's doing because I have to be in here to control it. But there's that. And then let's do the arrow stick so you can see what I'm talking about. We'll put it on low. So you can kind of see nothing too crazy. You know, it's just like halogen flashers. But when you put it on high intensity, then it kind of has more of an urgent thing. So you just put the switch up, and then it's more stroby. See, I've got that. And those are all LEDs too. So actually, LEDs in everything, like all of the. Like the turn indicator, the brake lights, all the emergency lights are all LED, except for the light bar, it's got rotors. So there's that. And then, oh yeah, if you want to do like, let's say you want them to go to the left, or the right or whatever, you just turn it up there. So you can just kind of see, like, you know, drive your car to the left or the right or whatever. So that's the arrow stick. Let me light everything up and show you what that looks like. Let me put that back to that. Flip that switch. And then we'll see what we got here. So now you can change this too. We have this set because of the shutter speeds of the cameras that are used for film and television production. You know, a lot of times they don't want too much strobe. You can totally program these. It's really simple. You can make them go crazy, you know, super fast, or mellow like this. Oh, you can kind of see this one's got like that pattern. We should probably change that to a different one. So there's that. It's the front. Let's see that. And then the passenger side.